Yo, this is Dawe Congo speaking to the elders and babies, the gentlemen and the ladies. I love dubs pan dubs. Test them knowledge, sing psalms, sing praises, although the road might be rough and so rugged. Lead them to the right ways, dubs pan dubs. Call them. Now I call them, Jah call them, dubs pan dubs call them. Yo, this is Dawe Congo, bigging up Team Dubs PON DUBS with Father Arno of Jahcage Sound and DJ Nash of Problematix Sound. Tune in once a month to the show with straight facts, no bullshit. Ready!
Yo, tune into the Dub PON DUBS show with Jahcage and the Problematix Sound. Monthly 100% facts. Jonah Kelly say that.
Fresh it. Well, Shinehead says problematic from the basement to the article. Sound boy better watch it, don't cause no static. Well, a DJ Nash and Pipe and Jamal and Scorpion. All Trinidad and Tobago crew go and become on yourself. Rhythm up. No skinning up one shot, one kill, take no business. Got a bunch of big cat. Rough and rugged, me say we're rough and rugged. Problematix foundation, deep and solid. So the thing said, rough and rugged, me say we're rough and rugged. Problematix foundation, deep and solid. Long time I'm gonna watch and for a very long time we've waited. Meantime and between time, not the things we have created. In the road of laboratory, Problematix experimented. Before the final product come a road, it's gotta be tested. Car rough and rugged, me say we're rough and rugged. Problematic foundation, deep and solid. So the thing said, rough and rugged, me say we're rough and rugged. Problematix foundation, deep and solid. Now before we say what we have to play, it's thoroughly contemplated. And any mistake that I should make is immediately corrected. Cause in this year business we are totally devoted. Time and energy was invested so that it could be perfected. And by Jah we are anointed, that is why it's manifested. Carefully selected, very keenly designated. Grammatically perfect, every word is properly stated. You hear it back a million times but still you can't believe it. Just like an electric circuit with the voltage overloaded too. Rough and rugged, me say we're rough and rugged. Problematic foundation, deep and solid. To the thing said, rough and rugged, me say we're rough and rugged. Problematic foundation, deep and solid. Brothers and sisters, good day now. This is Problematix and I'm on this Mr. Shine. Shinehead and the man called Nash and Raleigh Rich and Matt Betty's. I will really tell you, say, people, are you ready? No! Oh Lord, to come to the Problematix rock steady. No! Oh Lord, sound's going to die and a Problematix kill them. Believe you me. Problematix gonna lead. I win a business with them. Problematix run the streets. Now with obstacles in your way, you may fall before you rise. But when Problematix have a clash and a play, you know so every sound boy dies. And as part of your plan, you feel have ambition. And the Problematix has your foundation. Nobody get rich and sweet because it's definitely wrong. I'm begging you don't forget your friends and where you come from. If you are thief where Problematix now sleep. And although you rob a clash and you get well last week, you pull out the street, but you're beating going steep. Problematix, Silent River, and John know them run deep. Throughout history, lots of sound boys kept skinning. But when the Problematix them turn on and I play, Problematix kept winning and breathing. Problematix will strike. Step up in life and go for what they know. Whoa. Sound boys gonna die. The Problematix run the road from coast to coast. Sounds you know. Problematix, we have the tactics. No sound can't stop it. Shinehead says so. Now easy Raleigh, Rich, Mad Betty, National Squan Code saying. Puna, Port 14, Maribela, Arima. You don't know. Real Carapota, Spain, San Fernando. Man Reapers, Chaguanos, Love and Till we have the skill, you don't know. Yes, Problematix. Before our song connect the Problematix door, we're shouting through it, Matic sell him a L. Bring him back to life and kill him some more. People see it and nobody no tell. And a song we're not afraid of, some boys color go bow. Who fool if you come test the key? Tonight you dead like a son boy dead tonight. Problematix kill a son with a preemptive strike like a. Them so they not paid the price. Them love it and not call it. Them tuned in spice. Problematix get them out. Haggly paggly I pass. Problematix Problematics, get them out. Drop out of the Google web tree. Problematics, get them out. They're up in alley, betting Nash rich. When it comes to sound killing, Problematics, now my sound feed them. For us all, go knock the Problematics door. We shot them to it, matrix, sell him a L. Bring him back to life and kill him again some more. People see it and nobody not tell. No soundmatic, no fader. Sound boys color go bore. Who full of pick up, that's the key. Yeah. Fly the gate, make a preach the gospel, cause you're going like you want to let people hear the way. Make a come talk it through, Problematic, I got tell it to the youth. If you see a sound boy running, it's Problematic, so that the play chasing him. Oh gosh, round and round the corner. If you see a sound boy running, it's Problematic, so that the play chasing him. Sound boy is balling for murder. And the king, Problematics Sound is the king. Problematics have to win. Problematics them going to win. Are the king. Problematics them crown the king. Problematics is the king. Problematics Sound is the king.
Boy, the man was a set a Shinehead dubplate here on Dubs PON DUBS. Rascal, you know. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 18th episode of Dubs PON DUBS. My name is Father Arno, representing Jahcage Sound, and as always, I'm here with my partner in crime, DJ Nash from the mighty Problematix Sound. Say a word, my brother.
Yeah, man, Arno, big up yourself. DJ Nash from Problematix here. Welcome in one and all to episode 18, Dubs PON DUBS.
Yeah, man, for real. And for this episode, we again have a very, very special guest. And when we say special here on Dubs PON DUBS, we mean special. So all the way from Los Angeles, where he's currently residing, we proudly present one of the most prominent reggae/dancehall singers, sound system owners, selectors, MC operators. Most important, one of the original acts across reggae and dancehall music with hip hop. So a whole heap of things to say and a whole heap of things to talk about. So without any further ado, we welcome no other than Shinehead here on Dubs PON DUBS.
Living legend.
Living legend for real.
Blessed.
Bless up yourself, Papa Shinehead.
Dubs PON DUBS. No scrubs.
Glad.
Yeah, man. We run the dub up. Pleasure to be here.
Shinehead.
Yes,
Pleasure
sir.
having you on our show.
Great to
Blessed
see you.
evening, sir.
Highly blessed. Love. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm 4 years old right now. So what's up, y'all? What's up? What's going on?
We good,
Yeah,
man. We good. We're waiting for the show.
Yeah, man. Looking forward.
Months now. Since the first time we can talk about it.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Thank you again for being our guest. So tonight we're here to talk about your history, the history of Jamaican music, and of course a whole heap of things more. But before we start doing that with the actual interview, please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shinehead, aka Bronx Sinatra, aka a whole lot of AKAs. I am the original Shinehead. And, I'm just glad to be alive this long. And they say I still got it, so I still got it.
Definitely.
They say I'm the one that crossed the reggae and the hip hop, so I guess I'm guilty of that too. And, I don't know what to say about myself. Y'all caught me on the spot talking about myself.
Early in the show.
Oh, my mama.
So for our viewers, let's take it back where it all began.
Yes, sir.
From what I know, born 1962 in England, a city called Kent. Is that correct?
Kensington.
So
Kensington, St. Mary Abbott's Hospital, which is bulldozed a long time ago, but it's definitely Kensington.
Seen.
Yes, sir.
So how can we imagine the reggae, dancehall, and sound system scene back in those days? And like, what were your early influences that made you say, like, yeah, man, I want to become a musician as well. That is something that I really want to do as well.
Well, if I remember succinctly, when I first landed in Jamaica, September 1967, at 5 years old, I had cousins and friends that would sing songs that I was not familiar with. I had no clue what these were. And I had a cousin named Clive,
who loved to sing these Alton Ellis type of songs, and an ex-cousin across the road named Banjo, who loved to sing Pat Kelly and Leroy Sibbles and Slim Smith sort of things. When they sang these songs, I did not know what it was yet because I didn't hear the actual song and arrangement and everything. It's years later, I get my hands on the record and the memory is good. So I put 1 and 3 together and a semi-train start. Then after that, shortly in about 1971, I met an Uncle Winston from Kingston, and his sound system was called Soul King Disco. And that's the first time I'm seeing that many records. Mom and Dad had a few, but that many records and these big speakers, totally fascinating. So I put on a tune, and it was Temptations. I'm looking at this album with these 5 guys in brown tuxedos. Okay, Temptations. Then I'm looking at these album with these 5 kids, boys looking like me with big, long afros. And like they're smiling and doing all kind of antics. And it's like the album cover looks to me like they're saying, hey, come on, come join us. Come join us. That's how it looked to me, boy, and I running with it. You check? Yeah, man, because I'm a little boy, and yeah. So I went into that rabbit hole right there. When I put on the album, humming along with it, I try catch a note them. I said, oh, me have that. All right, cool. So now we go back to country in St. Thomas. You know, me and my 2 cousins, we in the banana walk, a banana orchard, if you will, but it's really called a banana walk one Sunday. This December 69, Christmas time. And, you know, they're talking, they 12, 13-year-old thing, the newly found adolescent thing. I still little. I still under 10, I still under 9. So, but I just want to join the social group because they're talking for a while.
Yeah.
And I just jump inside where and say, hey, I can't sing, you know. Well, in Jamaica, we have what is called a boof. When they run your way. Move fryer! Go away, man! You know them type of way? All right, well, that is the first boo I get December 1969 in a banana walk. You understand? Few seconds after I draw back in the banana walk, it's like the boof push me back, so me skid. And I catch a deep breath, Jen come in and I go so, oh, baby, give me one more chance. Show you that. Me say, my 2 cousins them rolling in the banana trash and you can see the whole of their teeth, skin like Kong dog laughing. But I say, yeah, my first forward in a banana walk, December 1969, St. Thomas, Georgia. Yeah.
First forward, same time.
Yeah. The boo and the ray in under a minute. So now we fast forward it along the musical timeline, and when I was in Spanish Town, going to St. Catherine Primary and St. Catherine High School, where I was living, no reggae couldn't play in the house. I live with a police and a school teacher, and they are Catholic and Anglican, and the reggae can't play in the house except when them gone and we sneak to record. That's about it. And we also had the opportunity of hearing neighbors play real reggae music. Part of my learnings was observing a man called Mr. Russ. Back in the days, Horizon Park, Spanish Town, he was the postman. Then you have the star boy for our era, which was Tony. And Tony have him little sound, Mr. Russ have them little sound. These men, front door of their house is direct in front of each other, right across the street from each other, point blank. The man them open them door and clash each other. That was the first clash I see about between 1973 and 1976. I see my first clash. Tony and Mr. Ross of Horizon Park back in those days fly them front door and put speaker out our door and I shoot cross the road. Nothing, never sweet. So I get bite by the reggae fever. I catch the Johnny Clark fever. I don't even know who is Dennis Brown yet. See, those were the days. Now, let me carry over St. Catherine High School one evening when we're playing basketball. Over there with my school friends, Stan Lawrence, Garnet Wint, you see, because there was a Garnet Wint before there was a Garnet Silk.
Okay.
Garnet Wint was our friend, we call him Wiggy. And there was Aston Bookcho, there was Laxley Smith, there was Monroe Garden, there's Clyde Newton, there's Paul Walters, there's Paul Williams, a bagger with them on the court. And I see this skeng. I see this skeng come through the back gate. Now a skeng is a standard. You see the striped shirt, you see the pants length, you see the Clarks, you see the big beaver, or you see the Tom, or you see the beret. And you know, say, is a serious skeng, is a serious man that the way we had a school teacher that dressed like that, Mr. Clark. So I see the skeng come through, and one of the man them say, hey, Dennis Brown, that you know. I don't have no clue who is Dennis Brown. But I bounce the ball, and I measure the farm fence, because the school have a farm fence. So I go ball out him name, see how him react. And if this don't go right, I scale in that fence over there, so you check. All right. So, all right. So we are bounce, and the skeng a pass, and I man say, Dennis! And the skeng wheel run and go so. Yes, fire. Yes, fire. I don't know what hit me as a little boy, gentlemen. I don't know what hit me down in them 1970s, and then when 1989 come, and I'm on tour with Dennis Brown, and I hear this resounding yes fire. It licked me in my skull, carry me way back at 73 when I first hear the yes fire on the basketball court that evening, because he did not have to be that nice. And he was nice. And Dennis Brown was nice in the 70s, and he was nice up until death. And that is my childhood memory. Rastafari.
Yeah, man. Bless Dennis Brown, Crown Prince for real.
Yeah, man, for real,
Yeah, man.
for real. Yeah, man, it's a wicked story. Yeah, man, big up
Yeah.
yourself.
He never show we youths no bad face, whether you know him or not. And when you get to know him and know who him is and Ray Taylor, he still never show no bad face. Dennis Brown, Sugar Minott is the two coolest in the world.
Yeah, man. Big
For
up
real,
the
for
legends, them, for real, for real. You see that, people?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, for real, for real.
Give respect to the man.
For
See?
real.
So we fast forward now. 76 June, we're going to Bronx. But 72, I did 5th grade in the Bronx, and I peep and I see a little thing, but I go back home. 76 come back permanent. And not only did the hip hop start, but before that, they were still making good music with real instruments. Earth, Wind and Fire, Buzz Scaggs, Rolling Stone, James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Eartha Kitt, Confunction, you name it, Soul Train. Good music was being made. Reggae and foreign music. See? So I learned to play an instrument informally. Cannot read music, but I'm an enthusiastic amateur where bass guitar is concerned. This may be too much for some people because they can't even digest that I know a record and can play a record. So what they're gonna do when they see me with a bass guitar? I don't know. So anyhow, I reach Bronx and I link with some cousin, and they have a band in my Aunt Dolly's basement. So I come in and I fit in, and every Friday is a jam session. I may be second, third string bassist, so I have to wait my turn. And I get my tutelage, des or took. Then me and the cousin them and the friend them, we would leave and go down to Roberto Clemente State Park in the Bronx, down near the Hudson River. I would go down there, go exercise and play a ball or work out and them, something there. But in between going from Roberto Clemente State Park to where Aunt Dolly house is a little park called Cedar Park where they just string up randomly. So at any given moment, you can see a Pee Wee or a Grandmaster Flash or a Fantastic Romantic 5 or Cool Herc and the Herculords, Mr. Magic, the legendary late great Mr. Magic. Any and every man used to out and bag in at the park jamming. Hip hop wasn't called hip hop yet. Hip hop got its name because one of the brothers had to go in the army, and you know, they were snapping on him, clowning him, and because he might go in the next day. And I saw that bill. As a shorty, I remember this because I was always in the public behind the ropes, looking at the DJs and the MCs wanting to be that one day. So I was very observant as the super fly on the wall, so to speak. See, so I get to see that. I got to know 2 MC competition in Harlem World and did all right, but it's not enough to just do all right as a no-name. It's you come in with a style and a routine as a no-name, you badass. I also learned that when people are familiar with what you're bringing, that makes it better. I was not known anywhere yet. I was just good.
Yeah.
The difference between that and Busy B is Busy B was good and is already known. And that was my first lesson. You can't just break through and be pow and just be good. Okay, now you're good. Now you got to be good again, and you got to be good again, and you got to go be good over there, and you got to go be good over there, and you got to go be good over there, you got to go be good over there, and everybody knows what you're good at, and then when you come around again, everybody knows. And that was my first lesson in promoting of oneself or an item or a brand, for that matter. That was my first lesson. See?
Wicked.
After that, now, we go to reggae world. We go to reggae world because the hip hop thing kind of mash up and Harlem world kind of shoot up a little bit. See? And so I go to reggae world and run back to the Bronx. So I want to know who's the biggest, baddest sound in the Bronx coming up. Bronx man. The man them say, Downbeat. I do my research about Downbeat, and then I approached Downbeat. And it was one of the greatest moves I ever made because I took a risk dropping out of college to become this. You understand? So get with Downbeat, you know, go on Prentice, learn about the other sounds, clash the other sounds, go on DJ and sing on the other sounds, and run the circuit. And took it from New York City to know Philadelphia, to know DC, to know Maryland, to know Virginia, to know Atlanta, to know Miami, to know England, to know Canada, and spread out. And
so, Shinehead, let me ask you a question real quick.
Yes,
because it's a very, very interesting topic that you're touching there.
Yeah.
So Downbeat was the big sound in New York in the early 80s. Is that correct?
It was Downbeat of the Bronx, African Love El Rakas of the Bronx, and Papa Moke of New Jersey. So we can't say New York City. We gotta say tri-state because Papa Moke is quite formidable and him run things too. Yeah. So it was them 3 at the time, followed by the Third Worlds of Brooklyn, the Terrorists of Brooklyn, the General High Powers of Long Island, and such. You know, the NFL top sounds of the time.
Seen. So when coming from Jamaica to New York, like seeing those big sounds doing their thing in New York, like what were the major differences from the music scene in Jamaica, what you can remember sound system wise, to how the men operated in New York? Or was there not any difference at all?
There was no difference.
Seen?
Because there was no difference. I mean, the first dance I really went to, it was Christmas. I think it was that same Christmas '69 where me and a bunch of cousins walked through a bush and we reach a dance. I don't know, Morant being one of them bays in St. Thomas. And we reach a dance and I fall asleep on a subwoofer that I did not know was a subwoofer. But we walking so long in the dark. I'm tired. I'm about 7. And the younger kids, like my cousin and my sister, they got to be carried. So reach, I'm asleep on a speaker box, figure, yeah, I'm going to get some rest. But the rumbling of the bass line is what I think infused in me while I slept on a bass bin as a 7-year-old that night. And I think that's where the energy come through, as I was like this, sleeping on a speaker box. And I think that's where the magic came through.
What a story, boy.
Yeah, you can't tell me nothing, boss, because me love bass. I couldn't do anything about it at the time, but because it happened, it is now a part of me. Call me 428, call me 432.
So let me pull back a little bit. How you got the name Shinehead?
Well, as you do something or you say something, you get a nickname in our Caribbean culture.
Yeah.
Whether
True.
you be Trini, whether you be Belize, it don't matter. You get a nickname.
Yeah.
So as a yard man, with them whole heap of wave, I look out a place, so you're going to get a nickname, Shinehead. As a matter of fact, I was in my mother bathroom when I trying to come up with a name. Because Bobby Culture was on Jack Ruby. Fathead just got killed in Miami. General Echo just died before that. So what am I going to name myself? Echo 2, Echo Junior, Fathead the second. What am I going to do? Shinehead. And the first time I really say Shinehead and I looking in the mirror, I laugh for about 15-20 minutes. I take a walk down the hallway and go to my sister's room. And I'm brushing. And for the second time in my life, I look on her and I say, Shinehead. And I start laughing for the next 15-20 minutes. Then I go back in the bathroom and continue on a brush. Shinehead. I start my business in my mother bathroom. Yes, 1749 Grand Concourse, Lewis Morris apartment, 3M. That's how the business start by. It start with a brush, the ducks, the new Nile, and the nylon pantyhose I put on my head by.
All right. So from Downbeat, you moved to African Love, right?
Yeah.
And that's when the first recording days started as well?
Yeah. Yes, it did. 83, 84, New Year's. Billie Jean, Mama used to say, Lady in My Life. And the Rough and Rugged album was in its entirety recorded at Harry J Studio,
Kingston.
Which has been closed for a while. But I think Harry J's daughter or niece, I think it's his daughter, has reopened the studio. I got good news that Harry J Studio is now reopened and it's on again. It's on again. Harry J, rest in peace, rise in power.
Yeah, man, for real. And what was your experience recording your first? You say the first two tracks was Rough and Rugged.
No, the first tracks was Billie Jean.
Billie Jean and Mama used to say.
Yeah, but the whole album was done at Harry J.
Okay.
And just the mere thinking and recapping, I have these records. I see these labels. I hear of these artists on the cassettes that I collect. And to now actually be right in the eye of such matrix. And here I am. Gentlemen, it was a feeling of wonderment. Wonderment, like I was flying with no wings. And when I go behind that mic, I was a little bit careful when I did that Rough and Rugged album. I was a little bit careful with the singing part because I wasn't sure yet.
Yeah.
There be no darkness, she was. That's being careful.
Yeah.
There'll be no darkness tonight. That's not being careful. That's being sure because I did practice. I made the mistake them behind the scene already. So I got better with time. But it was a feeling of wonderment when the sling ting rhythm started playing. And all I have to do is chop it up. Oh, boy. That's better than food.
True that.
Man, jeez. I was flying sling ting rhythm, Diseases Golden Hen rhythm, Love I Can Feel rhythm, the Volcano Cut. The Volcano Cut where mash up Skateland, where Jara mash up Skateland with John Holt, Sturgaff, and a little boy like me get to go on that. I'ma kill that shit. What? Them said I did a new song, which is a Stevie Wonder, Never Had a Dream Come True. It's like I telling, many a dream of mine come true. Many a dream of mine come true. I have been blessed to live them. Yes.
That is good. God must bless you.
Yes,
you put in the work, Mr. Shinehead.
It never even feel like work. when I checked the first 8 years of what they call paying dues, maybe I was young and I didn't feel it, and it was still fun, more fun than now, although it is still fun now, but you're young then. So I'm in a business, and that was 6-8 years of just paying dues. I didn't cry. I acknowledged what it was, and I didn't cry. I felt good about it. Because I have sound system boot camp training.
You can't pay for that.
No. It's a serious training. Our little lane right here, where Uno play the tune and I have to talk all night. It's not easy, but it can be done if you've lived that life and practiced that life. You see, the life of an MC. You see. But you have to have academics and intellect behind it first if you're going to talk things. So some reading go on, and I have a school teacher girlfriend named Miss Butterfly now, so you know it go. I have no choice but to stay educated. You check.
You have to keep practicing too. You have to stay sharp.
I get academic and social, political, economic test and conversation every day, and with that, I also have to put in my push-ups by the time Jam Rock roll around, boy, because you have to get it up, man. We have to get it up.
Yeah, man. You'll be fully fit for them shows.
I have to get it up. Oh yeah. So Toronto, Lehman Park in Los Angeles, Notting Hill is practicing for the main event.
Nice.
So
while we're talking about some of the hits that you know color there, some of the big ones like the Chain Gang.
That's the sound of the man. Jano. It's the rhythm them cause it, you know.
It's the rhythm.
It's the rhythm them might just cause these things, man. Yes, man. The rhythm is like a vehicle, a surfboard, a vehicle. And you go away, take you, and if you don't like where it going, you stop the bus.
So you wouldn't say you build your tunes for certain rhythms, or you do the tune depending on the rhythm?
The rhythm, any artist will tell you a rhythm will call to you a certain way. And the rhythm or the beats will bring stuff out of a person that they didn't know was there necessarily. And that is part of the purity of creativity. And there is no fear, there is no second and third guessing, and there is no doubting. If you do it in all purity, and she said, that didn't come out too right. All right. It was done in purity. Try it or something else again. Boom! You do it, and it come out nice because you did it with purity. And that is the part of creativity. So whatever this rhythm is saying to me, I'm going to have to reciprocate in like conversation with this rhythm, with the keyboard, with the horns, with the guitar, with the bass, with the drums, with the flute, with whatever else is in there. I'm going to say a word or two to as many instruments as I can and ride along with them and not against them. You do that, you ride any rhythm. I don't care if it's Afrobeats, I don't care if it's hip hop, I don't care if it's, even if it's an opus, you ride that. And many people don't know what is an opus. They think the opera is the opus. Opera is with the vocal. The opus is strictly instruments, no voice.
Okay.
And we practice on them too. And we have books of opus. You think I telling a lie? Hold on. You listen to me, no? You think it's just Gregory and Hugh Mundell? I will slap them with the Haydn and the Beethoven. I will slap them with the Chopin round here. Yeah. I will slap, I will box them in the face with the Vivaldi. You hear me? Told you. You think it's lie? Coupon there. No. Coupon there. Oh, no, ramp with me book them when me take from me, mother. You hear me? We have them round here. I play some opus and some Beethoven round here. I don't want no vampire around here, so I don't play them too tough. Oh gosh.
People that are not to stay in the lane.
Yeah. So we take it there. We live that. Yeah, man.
So then the next big one, who the cap fit? What they say? That was the first crossover?
Yeah, that them said because that boss back on a radio station in New York, Hot 97, back in the days, 98.7 Kiss. Used to have the 105.9 and the DJs, man, like Red Alert. DJ, the legendary cool DJ Red Alert. In particular, yeah, man, a Red Alert boss, who the cap fit. And Red Alert check me. I want to tell you, say Red Alert check me on a gem one day where I thought nobody saw that. Because when I was doing the hip hop and buck up the Grandmaster Flash them and Melly Mel them and Busy B them, my name wasn't Shinehead. My name was EC. First two names of my name. Like Edmund Carl, some of them say EC. And then now the alter ego for EC was an MC called Excalibur Chillingsworth. Yeah.
A real British.
Yeah, my alter ego, boy. My alter ego for EC, Edmund Carl, was Excalibur Chillingsworth. Yes, I see. You do. You see it. But Red Alert busted me on that, though. Because Red Alert one day said to me, said, yo, I know you. I know you before you was Shinehead. Because you was EC in Harlem World. Brother, you can't come out of that because that is the truth. I thought nobody saw that. You check?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I thought nobody saw that. I said, swing, let me flip over here. Red Alert said, not, I caught you. I saw that.
Man, remember?
Yeah, man.
And then the next monster hit after that. Sorry.
Yeah, so the hoodie cap fitting on, like I was telling you earlier. Where does a music like that's coming out of Jamaica?
Yeah.
Nah, son. That sound like hip-hop. That shit made me want to rap. No, son. That's what it was too. Tempo rhythm was too damn funky. Not to flow on that, not to kick bars on that. It made me do that. That's why it made me do that, boss. There is some reggae tunes that induce rap out of me. There was hip hops that induce reggae out of me. Why? Because I have a good theory that there is funk in roots and there is roots in funk. Because we were once one and we were split apart. So all this crossover thing, whether it's in music or other avenues of life, are simply innumerable attempts of trying to get back together as a people, trying to unite. Whether it's in music, whether it's in politics, whether it's in everyday business and trade, it's just attempts to get back together again. So that's why I fuse cultures. It's a yearning to be one again, whilst the powers that be are trying to split the blood clot world apart.
True. So true.
It's way bigger than music. It is the battle. It is the what them say about the battle? It is not a battle between men. It is a battle in the other dimension of spirits, heaven and hell. Them something that.
From deep talk.
Yes. For want of better words, it's that. The quotes of Revelation. Oh, it go again, Nash.
You get me there, you know.
Yeah, man. The wars between the angels. It all goes to that. As kooky as it may sound, like I'm reaching and just rambling. No, it's all connected.
Yeah, man, for real. No, I see they gave you that first crossover artist, but then you tried to give it to Johnny Nash. You believe?
Yeah, because the more we remember, the more accurate you could be. The problem with us human beings, we conveniently remember up to a certain point or as far as we care to go, and that only serves your individual purpose, and that's living a lie, and you're in denial, and you're denial really, because all you have to do is remember back. And if you listen back to a Johnny Nash, that was a funky reggae man, the first, one of the first.
Okay.
And put the sexiness and the smoothness of Black America R&B and put it on a rubber dub. Come on, man, that's too fly. He is the first. It ain't me. It's just that people don't remember and don't care to. And that's the sad, pathetic part. I'm going to tell on myself. I'm going to tell the truth. Yeah, I have to tell the truth.
Yeah, man, give respect for that.
Yeah. When you listen about Johnny Nash, that pretty ass voice, you know what I'm saying? It made you want to do that. Whether you realize it or not. I'm becoming learn my lessons and implement the lessons daily, no matter how far back I learned them from. It's a functional lesson method that still works. I'm gonna use that shit. Shit. So yeah, I know where it's coming from, and I'm paying homage, and I'm just carrying it on. Torch given to me, baton given to me. So I'm just getting my Hussein Bolt on. I'm pass it to the next runner.
That's how it's supposed to be.
It's all right.
Learn,
It's all right.
pass on. You're correct.
It's all right.
So let me go to our next monster hit, the Jamaican in New York. That song was discussed with Sting or anything before it came out?
No, it was this. Claude approached me. My then manager, Claude Evans, African Love, approached me with a producer named Norman Cook about this idea. And then, unbeknownst to them, me, I listen Englishman in New York from long time on the down low, because me love jazz and me love jazz fusion.
Yeah.
And for the longest, I was listening to a radio station called CD 101.9 in New York, where they play all kind of jazz, including jazz fusion. And then play enough Genesis, enough Phil Collins, enough Police, enough Sting, enough Marcus Miller, enough Stanley Clarke, enough Earth, Wind and Fire, like that. Patti LaBelle, Anita Baker, so. See, so I'm always listening to that station, and any radio station I'm listening to, you best believe I got a cassette. I got a cassette on pause, ready to launch. I'm building cassette. Whether it's Bobby Condas, whether it's Funkmaster Flex, Philip Smart, Earl Chin, Gil Bailey, back in the day, I'm making my tape. So I'm making my jazz tape now. And An Englishman in New York was one of them songs. And it got high rotation. And I was already joking with that song in my mind the first time I heard it and be like, nice flip. That'd be funny. And then years later, Claude approaches me with that, along with Norman Cook. When I'm done living it, it's a silent daydream of mine that no one knows about all this time. And then here, fate and the universe would have it that my manager approaches me with that, and Norman Cook, and pow, you get knocked out the way real quick, because I've been waiting for that moment for all my life. Yeah, clean sweep, no brainer. See, what I'm trying to tell you also is a lot of things that I do, or a lot of things that people ask me to do, chances are an 85% chance I've already thought of that and worked that out in my little brain already, and you don't know. And you approach me like, out of the blue. Okay. And wonder why I ace it? That's why I aced it. Because I have time to think of kooky shit and the 1 million what if infinite hypotheticals in my lane. You understand?
True.
So, if you want to talk about freestyle, okay, I walk up in the park or in the jam, I'm not on the bill. But if asked to do something, I got to come up with something real quick. So you preconceive before you approach, just in case you are called, just in case you're called upon.
You stay ready all the time.
Like a KRS-One, like a
Yeah, man.
KRS-One. That's why there's a KRS-One and a Supernatural and a Cannabis and, you know, battle rappers, battle MCs like that, because you have to have the preemptive mindset. If I go over there, I may run up in that situation. So let's think about it now and have a just in case. Have a just in case 16 right back here or back here somewhere, just in case.
So
Preemptive thinking.
Would you say that one is your biggest tune? Your biggest tune?
What?
Jamaican and New York?
Just about, you know.
Yeah.
Just about. I've watched it long enough and couldn't answer that question for a long time because Strive would go like this. And then Golden Touch would go like this, and then Jamaican in New York is like the horse race. But eventually, Jamaican in New York wins, followed by Promises.
Okay. As you mentioned, our next one, Golden Touch. Let's hear a little bit about that one. How that came about.
More songs that I sing over is because they had a profound effect on me. They were very impactful in my childhood life. Golden Touch is originally created by Rolls Royce. And I had the pleasure of speaking to one of the members the other day. I just got caught off guard. And somebody said to me, yo, the original member of Rolls Royce there. I said, what? Who gets these opportunities where you get to meet the OG? Even if it's on the phone?
Yeah.
Come on, man. So no. Why I sung Golden Touch is because when the movie Car Wash just came out, I saw it fresh. You know, me and the cousins, we're going to roll to the movie theater. We live in the Bronx and Valentine Movie Theater on Fordham Road in Grand Concourse. That's our house. Yeah. So we gonna Valentine Theater and we gonna watch Prince, Purple Moon, or the Moon movie that Wayne did make.
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. Yeah, we gonna watch Purple Rain and the other movies, and we gonna see some Car Wash and all of that. And plus, my cousin had bought the album. Then we go see the movie. Drove me crazy, Nash. Drove me crazy. I couldn't escape it. It's a dope-ass song on its own. It's a dope-ass song, and it touched me as a little boy growing up in the Bronx. And you know, we dealing with the hard stuff, the hard roots, the hard hip-hop like that. But we like slow jams at the time. Slow jams was cool. As a matter of fact, August of 1979, in one of the hardest b-boy jams I ever went to at Mount Eden and Jerome in the Bronx back in the day. The name of the little spot was called a Sparkle. It was the hardest b-boy jam I ever went to, one of the hardest. And it was Grandmaster Flash and Furious 4 or Furious 5 there because they didn't quite get the fifth MC yet, you see. And in this hard-ass jam, you know what Flash played? Always and forever. This moment with you in the hardest jam on a Saturday night in August of 79 with all these hard rocks and all these hard, serious chicks. And Flash drop Always and Forever. Everybody was there in headlights, bruh. And made slow jams cool in the hard rock b-boy jams. Maybe if we brought that back today, there'd be less violence. Wink, wink, hint, hint.
But that's true because
So go ahead.
No, I was gonna say sorry.
Go on, man. Talk, man.
I was gonna say it's true because long time any party you go, school party or home dance, they used to always play 2 or 3 slow tune in the party. Go to the end. Yeah.
You need to balance or
No,
drop
you don't get
that
that.
shit or drop it right in the middle of the party. Because you have some of us men where testosterone and where adrenaline might get too up there.
Yeah.
So you gotta calm that down.
Yeah.
Because most of us are too busy being hard, too busy being cool. So you gotta do something to soften up that ego right there before that ego get out of hand in conjunction with these drinks and this weed.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Sense.
So when I heard Golden Touch, I couldn't front on it, yo. I could not front on it because I like nice songs that make sense. Songs of love, songs of freedom, songs of enlightenment, songs of empowerment. And that's one of the songs me like. So to pay homage to it and the life I've lived with people I know, I sing songs like that. And it just fit. It just fit. Boom, 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 golden. It just fit right in there. It don't interrupt. No instruments, no bass line, no nothing. You just fit the words right in between, and it's just right there on the shelf, like the record is behind me.
Same. So Shinehead,
Yes, Dada.
who or what inspired you to not only sing and DJ on sound systems, but also to have your own sound system called Kingston 12?
What inspired me was, first of all, my Uncle Winston from Kingston, Uncle Winston Aiken, Soul King Disco. I'm still trying to do it to this day. Now, one reason me have my own sound is because as many sounds I've been on, it's not my sound. And that sound turn off when the dance done or when the owner says. And I walk away. And when I walk away, I still need sound. It is not enough to be in your house or your apartment with the computer monitor speakers on the table, because that's not enough for me, selfishly, I say. And even if I pump them, you're going to disturb the neighbors anyway. So that's why I have a place like this, the musical gymnasium, the 36th chamber, the dojo, to work out in. It's also addictive, and I can afford, Butterfly and I, we can afford the addiction. There's no one to tell us no. It's not harmful to us. It's not harmful to others. It's music. So why not? And 43, 44 years ago, this is the life I've chosen. So I do this or die, or suffer while living, I should say.
So in which year was Kingston 12 originated?
Around 2014. As far as my sound system life experience goes, Kingston 12 Hi-Fi is a culmination and a hybrid of a few good sounds like Downbeat the Ruler, Jack Ruby, Sturgia, African Love, Papa Moke, Black Star, and Jalov and Emperor Fate. Those are my mental ingredients for building Kingston 12. And I didn't build it by myself. Butterfly has a few screws in them boxes because she picked up the drill, yes, the impact driver, and she got her on. Yes.
Yeah, man. Big up for that.
Yeah, I got video footage in that purple dress and them cute slippers.
That dress too.
Yup. Don't ramp with the Papa Lot Butterfly bike, because you have to have your own. You have to have your own. I needed this. I ain't nobody. So I have my own, and I have this to maintain the Shinehead. See, it's the gymnasium. That's why I got this stuff. I like it. I need it. And when the dance now go on, and the dubs now go on, which I got a lot of dubs to do for some folks, and the show now go on, if there was no money involved, some of us would still be singing and playing anyway. So what this does, whether it's in your car, your house, or wherever, it helps to maintain your sanity and your dignity. I will even go as far and say that I had a lifelong hunch, and there's actual hard evidence and research that was done that I didn't know about. I'm just going on my hunch. And my theory was that when you listen to music, whether you like it or not, that music is interacting or interfering with you because it merely wants to recalibrate your DNA. Come to find out, it is so.
Mhm.
Because Japanese researchers did the experiment from about like in the 80s. That research is from in the mid 80s. I didn't know about it. I'm just going on my hunch that this thing is definitely trying to recalibrate your DNA. And that's why 428 and 432 is crucial. 440 is harmful. Shit.
So you, as an artist, you really find inspiration there in your place, right? So is there a specific environment or material that is integral to your work? You say you really need this whole environment around you to get to the vibe?
No, because I don't have to be in our facilities to do that. I can go anywhere and do that. It just makes sense to have your own.
For real,
And
for real, for
keep
real.
sharpening your skills, whether things are guaning or not guaning, you still got to practice.
For real.
Michael Jordan didn't wake up and go like that. Tiger Woods didn't wake up and go like that. Jesse Owens, Donald Quarry, Hussein Bolt, Ronaldo Nehemiah didn't just get up out their bed and go in the starting blocks. Nobody did. You practice. Even if you got a natural knack, you still practice to enhance that. So I stay practicing because I'm not that good.
Don't say that.
You must say I'm not that good. So, Shinehead,
Why
let me
so
ask another
serious?
question. Because you
Yeah.
mentioned you mentioned a quite very interesting point there. If you stop getting better, you have stopped being good. That's how I always say it.
If you stop
Getting better, you have stopped being good. You understand?
yeah, you just capped yourself.
Yeah, man, for real, for real. So you have to get better. Work on the skills, sharpen them. Yeah, man, for real.
I often wonder, what else is there? What else is there? And there is always something.
Yeah. It's the finest.
So, what was your favorite venue to perform? Because you said with the sound system, when one sound system stops to play, you go to another place and you have your own. Like back in the days or even nowadays, what is your favorite venue you ever performed?
Favorite venue. Why? It's somewhere between Skateland.
A real bad man, please.
Right.
Hold on. Let it stop it right there. As a man that experienced Skateland, tell our viewers about Skateland, because Skateland is like a legendary name in it.
Look, there is Skateland, and Skateland is the reason there was a Biltmore.
You hear that, people?
All right. Just like the reason we had a Daddy U-Roy is because of a James Brown. Yep. Check the Sykes, check the Matrix, check the timeline. The reason we had a Daddy Roy is because there was a James Brown. So the reason there was a Biltmore is because there was a Skateland. And he or she who had the opportunity to be present at the time, precious, privileged, because it was a wonderland. If you're talking about Skateland, if you're talking about Biltmore, if you're talking about Starlight in Brooklyn, if you're talking about Esquire Hall on Empire Boulevard, if you're talking about Empire Hall on Empire Boulevard, when Daddy Raw, Yellow Man, Burning Spear, one show, African Love playing. It's not a favorite lawn or venue, but a favorite moment. And there were a few, like the one I just mentioned, like the 50, 60,000 people at Reggae Sunsplash in Japan, and I have on a big curly purple, light purple wig, and a red footabali, and a blue footabali. No, a red footabali and a green footabali, and a black suede outfit with a red and green stripe down the middle, thus looking like a madman. Favorite moments, not favorite lawns. Scene, because when the land gone, it gone. Whether it's yours and you sell it or you lose it or somebody sell them things, it's still gone. But the memory can stay as long as you want it to.
For real.
So it's things like that. One of the greatest, I'm going to switch your thing from greatest lawn to greatest moments, is when I did a dub plate for Butterfly's 3rd grade class, because teachers have a lesson plan. They do their lesson plans. And there were some little famous songs that the children knew at the time. And she wanted me to flip it in a way that she can use it in her lessons, because she was teaching about like good eating habits and, you know, abstain from junk food. So I flipped the lyrics. I'm so healthy. Something so, you know, those moments. When
and that's how the children respond when they hear it in song.
Yeah. And you put music in the education. Memorable moments, but not so pleasant, is when your friend or people you know, and then people is dying. And then before you close your eyes is me singing to you. Whether it's right there in person or we on video call like this. I knock out some tune for you before you close your eye.
Scene.
Those performances, my friends, those works is more serious and meaningful to me than when I get the big forward them and the money. Because it boils down to life, I'm realize. So,
give thanks for what you're doing there. Give thanks for that.
For real.
That's what moved me. You hear my voice the last thing you hear before you go to Zion.
Yeah.
So Shinehead, what was your favorite artist you worked with, and what was the reason why?
Favorite artist? I got a crew in my head that I stick to and stay in contact with, and I don't have a favorite, but I could tell you about my Screechy Dan and my Shelly Thunder though, because we're like that. I could tell you about my Sleepy Wonder, my Tonto Irie, and my Junior Willow Wilson, and my Bubba General, because we're like that. And we get together and we do the works and we have fun. I could tell you about newly found friends like Mixmaster J and Special K and Junior Dangerous and Kirk Diamond and Rebel Music. You know?
You did something with Slick Rick too, right?
No, I haven't done. I wish. I haven't done anything with Slick Rick. The most I do is I jump on a Slick Rick rhythm where they have little fun with it, and you know, that was that. And then I was on the same show with Slick Rick, maybe I think last year, August 16th, in Central Park in Manhattan, New York. Red Fox and them, you know. Favorite artist, damn. Favorite artist. No. Because I like working with a lot of people, and there's proof to show that. Because my number one teacher, you know, Brigadier, you know, Rankin Drew, those are marathon men, so I gotta pattern them, you know. So I don't have a favorite. I'm glad I don't have a favorite, because I'd like to think that I contribute to my comrades, because they certainly contribute to me. Yeah, let it be known for the court's records and the clerk's minutes. Let it be known.
Is there any artist you would like to collaborate with then?
Any artist? Yeah. Ray Darwin. Screechy Dan again. Any of these new guys, new girls, I'd have fun.
Okay.
I'd be open to that. The other day, me have a new DJ party when he in Bada General. And like, I'm about a general fan. I'm about a general group. And me can't say that. Me a bad man. I just like his swag. I like the Stylo G swag. Although I never meet Stylo G, you know. But like, those are new people to me. And I worked with Bada General. We did a collab and he made another rhythm that I did a separate song on because it moved me to do that. I like Bada General. Me's just a Bada General fan. Me's a Junior Cat fan. Me's a Mad Cabra fan. And me's a Spraga fan. And I worked with Spraga because I'm going to be on Spraga's album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big up, Spraga.
Yeah, man, for real.
Is there any musician that you mentored or trained?
I never trained no real musician per se because I'm not a professional musician. I play bass guitar by ear. Now, I have helped a few people along the way while I'm in the business. I have nurtured a few folks, you know. I have nurtured a few folks, and even if it's just talking to them or working with them, I did try to contribute to a few folks who I don't even remember right now. As a matter of fact, you have a new artist named Cairo McLean out of Toronto. Him about All right then. Me don't know if I'm at 14 or 15 or what.
Yeah.
But him bad like we grown-ups. Know that part there. And he has only just begun. Seeing? We should have a little new ones. I've never did a collab with the legendary Bigger Boss of Toronto. But Bigger Boss, I've been hearing about for a long time and wanted to be friends with this man. And he's a real cool gentleman and talented na bongo dongo. He's crazier than me. Yes. What? Seeing so the Screechy Dans of the world and the Ray Darwins of the world and the Bigger Bosses of the world. And then you have another piece of Toronto fire, an OG named Kid Foreigner. I'm going to dig them up. I'm going to go up there. I'm going to dig them up. So I'm rocking with the old and the young.
Good to hear. So you think you're sharper? Sorry. Eh? Go ahead.
No, I'm all right.
All right. Yeah. So you think you're sharper now as an artist?
I know more, and because I've done certain things repeatedly and made enough mistakes and enough corrections to know that it's gonna be okay. Let's see if I keep up the physical, standard. I think I may have gotten just a teensy-weensy little bit better, Dadanash.
I think so too.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna spend forever wondering, pondering, and second guessing myself. Like, did I get good yet? Let me try this again. Did I get good yet? Let me try this again. Man, listen. I'm gonna go blam, and if the crowd said no, that's fine. And if they say yeah, that's fine, because I'm trying to cling to a fearlessness, a fairness, and a purity, as old as I be now. And given all this, and when I go, they're gonna test it to see what I'm made out of. The people say I still got it.
True that. You have it.
That's all I need. That's all I want to keep going, because that's all I'm going to have. So yeah.
So how do you define success as an artist? How do you define that?
You must control it and don't make it control you. Because like those after me now, them will find out, say, even when you have the money sometime, you can still not be happy. So you must find your happiness without thinking of, and please put the bank account aside. And enough of these new successful artists now are miserable because they just finding out. See, I learned my lesson too, I learned my lesson too. Thing is, I just live to tell the tale, and that's the greatest part. So far, I'm winning. I don't have much, but I'm winning because I'm alive. Because in 2021, 220 rappers died and none of us don't know their name. And after 30, you're not supposed to rap. After 40, you're not supposed to rap. So what the hell am I doing at 61 going on 16? Okay.
So this next question here, a couple of sound men wanted me to ask, right? Dub plate and today's price.
Hey, here Wagwan from 2020. Me let sound system world know how it's going to go. Because when it reach April 10 and I turn 60, it's gonna be 00 after the 7. No, after the 6. Whoa. And that's why yesterday's price is not today's price. No way, no way. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Whoa, hey. Sound system business is not for scrubs. And that's why we're dealing with dubs pon dubs. I said dubs pon dubs. Sometimes it's not for scrubs. Hey, well, welcome to the game. And please don't come to me crying, oh gosh, that's insane. Because Father shines. What can you do for me? Take off something off for the price, no? We're just a little sound and we're just a start. Hey, welcome to the game. And that's why yesterday's... I try to tell them. Dubs pon dubs, whoa. It's not for scrubs. Dubs pon dubs. Hey.
Yo, people, you hear that?
Ahead, right?
I reiterate, as I walk in the plate, pay the rate or skate, because yesterday's...
The man answer the question in a dub plate. Yes.
I mean, why so serious? Let's put a smile on that face. Look what you make me do, man.
Catch your breath. With the tequila, drink something.
Ah, Jaja. Boy, I interview never so fun in a long time, boy. Jaja.
Dubs pon dubs. So, Shinehead.
Yes, Dada.
Let me ask you another question. What was the best piece of advice a musician ever gave to you?
Well, my great teacher, the late great Donovan McKitty, he would often try to teach me a few things along with Bubbles and Lawrence and Anastas Hackett, aka Nasty, along with Val Douglas. Musically, I wasn't much out of tune. I was more hyped than anything, and they had to tell me to calm down. They would tell me to take it easy. General consensus. Them man, they tell myself to take it easy and don't be so hyped. Because me kind of hype on it, I have to contain it still. And me that hype on some of them, So me have to get enlightened and open my eyes and just humble myself, when you talk about Emperor's Choice, when you talk about Gap Teeth Errol, play guitar, when you talk about A-Team and them man, and Calabash Band, all out in New York, I learned a lot from them. I learned a whole lot from them. How to hold a guitar, how to play it, Even a keyboardist that died in Chicago named Wimpy that used to play on Clark Street, one of the top keyboardists. More time the man them tell me, said, just calm down and don't sing from my throat, sing from my diaphragm, from my gut. I remember being told that.
So as a hip hop,
and don't drink so much.
Everything in moderation.
Yes, I.
Exactly. So let me say, as a hip hop / reggae / dancehall crossover artist, however we want to call it, what are your top 5 Jamaican and American lyricists?
Gee.
Top 5.
All right. So you asking me for 5.
Jamaican, 5 American.
Oh, okay. Jamaican 5. Stitchy. No, first Johnny Ringo. That's not fair. That's not fair to so. That's not fair to so many dope MCs, man. That's not fair, because unlike some other artists who will give you an immediate, okay, let me give you an immediate. Let me give you an immediate. They'll go right to Busy Signal. Or if you know or think you know a little something, you'll go to a Papa San and you'll naturally go to a Lieutenant Stitchy. But lyrically speaking, before Stitchy, San and Shinehead and Levi and Saxon 5 and Professor Nuts and Demolition Man, Johnny Ringo is the reason we picked up pen and paper for the court's records and the clerk's minutes. Johnny Ringo. And he wrote originally and spit originally. And it's not just Johnny Ringo. A lot of us forget about Mr. Louis Lepke, who was not a biter, he was a writer. Whether I'm actually right it or not, but when you hear Louis Lepke is telling you some funny shit very articulately. See, it goes back there. The men's was talking.
Yeah.
See, if you want to talk new, then you can go to the Stitchy and the San and the Lady G. The Lady G. Right? Then you can go to the newer people like the Lady G's and the Sans and the Stitchies and the Shinehead. But what I'm to Louis Lepke, what I'm to Johnny Ringo, a Ringo make we start right and really get geeky and academic with the thing. Hip-hop wise, I'm live behind the ropes. I'm looking at Melly Mel. I'm looking at Whipple Whip. I'm looking at Fantastic Romantic 5. I'm looking at Treacherous 3.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Jekyll and Hyde. Mario's right over there. Busy B's right over there. Grand Wizard Theodore's right over there. See, I want to be them. So that's not fair. That's not fair to just narrow it down to 5, because it's 5 MCs alone in Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. So how you gonna do that? Suppose all of them are the dopest, then nobody else get no shot. You can't do that, boss. Because after you said Melly Mel, Kid Creole, Kid Cowboy, Raheem, damn, is it Kevy Kev? See, that's 5 already. What on? I'm turn on about my video. Phone fell by accident. See, you just left out Charlie Chase and Whipple Whip and Tony Tone. See, you just left out Cold Crush 4. So when you tell me to name 5 of the dopest of hip hop, and you got 5 MCs with Flash, you got 5 MCs with Flash, and then you got Cold Crush 4 over here. That's not fair.
Once a night when you try and sleep is, what 5, boy? Which 5 you gonna be thinking?
It's not fair because too much has happened and too much existed and is true and has come to pass. And I saw it. I know it and have lived some of it. So that's not fair. That's not fair. That one isn't fair because there are too many dope contributors.
But it's a good thing you don't base your opinion on album sales, because that is rubbish. That's a rubbish.
No, because with me is you don't have to be known. All you gotta do is be dope and have some manners.
You know, people, that is a wicked
You ever
word.
said
hear
it?
that?
All you
Yeah,
gotta
man,
be
that's
is
a-
devoted, you're real dope, and you got lots of manners. That's all. Because when you got manners and your talent, you're gonna get known. You don't want to be talented and be an asshole and get known, and then you can't change that.
Mm.
True.
Be nice and talented first and then get known. And if you have reason to be asshole, then we all know why you turned into an asshole, and it's okay because of that. And then you revert going back to being that cool person that you started out in the beginning.
For real, for
Because
real.
you're gonna make mistakes and you're gonna act up and you're gonna flare up and you're gonna bug out.
Mm-hmm.
But there must be a reason. If I act up, there's gonna be a reason.
For real, for real, for real, for real, for
When's the
real.
last time you heard me acting up?
I don't remember that.
Some dumb shit, some stupid shit, some scandalous shit. It can happen. I'm not perfect.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
when's
yeah.
the last time you heard of any
Exactly.
of such?
So that means you're controlling your things now.
I'm
Yeah,
trying.
master your craft, master
I
your
am
mind.
no paragon of virtue, but I am trying.
Mm.
And as an older guy, it's too late for me to fuck up now.
Mm.
Enough bigger celebrities than I have already been caught, whether willingly, unwillingly, by accident, whether they sold their soul. Bigger than me, notoriety wise, has already messed up. So I don't need to come along and mess that up after how many few 100,000, maybe 1 million or 2 or 3 million people over 44 years check for lick a bit of Shinehead, and then I go mess that up.
For real, for real.
Man, good thinking.
Say that again.
That's a good thinking. Yeah,
Yes,
you don't need that in your life.
Exactly.
Are you that bored that you cannot take this monotony of peace, harmony, and prosperity that you got to do something? So whatever. Some people need drama. I don't need drama.
Yeah.
I tried drama, and I don't like how it tastes, so I put it back on the shelf. That's all.
Now, people, this has some great words. You hear that? People, that is a good piece of advice you get. A good piece of advice.
Mm.
Come on, Smash, what you say?
I test it. I have to test it, you know?
Yeah, man, for real. For
Dubs
people-
PON DUBS, this is not for scrubs. When you come out of the people them dance on clubs if you don't have your dubs. Dubs PON DUBS.
Yeah, I gotta cut that out.
We have our next jingle for the show.
What do you mean?
Tell you the truth, I gotta cut that
All
out.
right. I'm gonna tell the big secret, but I'm not gonna let the world know. I do not do jingles. Call me for the dub. Grow up and be serious and be a goddamn adult, will ya? Begging jingles and begging discount on dubs. You're just fucking up my funeral arrangements, bro. So I like to hit him with that. Yeah.
Yo, people, you hear that?
But I will do the jingles freely in an interview. But for those wanted upon the side, that's some Kamuchin miser stingy shit. You know,
So, people, we get some great stories here. We got some great piece of advice.
Some proper reasoning.
Yeah, man. I think we could talk on for hours or make a part few or something like that. I think we just
Jaja.
scratch the surface. I'm telling you that.
Never ever had a dream come true, yeah. But when I did Dubs PON DUBS, it felt so true, yeah. Because we have Problematix and live from Germany. Woo! Father Ono, right?
Exactly.
We got Father Ono and Dada Nurse. Help me sing it, help me sing it. Kinda church to us.
Yo, man, I got cut and teeth that as well.
Oh yeah? Oh man. I gotta stop doing that accidentally on purpose now, don't I? Oops.
That's right, sir.
Oops.
With all due
Yeah.
respect, it was a great talk. It was a
gone?
great talk.
We're finished?
What are you looking to do? You want to do something? The platform is yours, if you want to do anything, you let me know.
Well, in my old age, I have to keep up, but a little too little one ABC rhyme, I trying to keep up with the youngins, but it's not so easy these days. Wink, wink. It's not so easy these days, Bye. But when they get out of hand sometime, I have to turn into the grandpa and say, listen me. First things first, Mad Pichiri dive bombing dirty John Crows. I fuck them up with the skate and then the Bronx flows. Me cleave a chopper, mo como si lantros. Strong so guided by Jah. Let me go long so when trouble take your lad, I got pick the shot it, I go for you. Keep doing that dumb shit and I'ma get you till you get the picture. Spit you like a social spray. You like a homies looking at you like why you brought us with you. Sure, I blaze through the door. Said it before, what a blow. What you think Dubs PON DUBS is for? Clash thing a juggling. I got the bomb in every war here and beating down the walls cause I'm bad till I'm bored from the days of Theodore. Flash Cold Crush 4. Slick CL Pete. Heavy Trouble T. Roy DST. Capri Funk Flex Eden Water. The Valley Holland World Inspector Biltmore. Way up the ladder ahead of some brother. We never get it together. Who love to rub one another all in the name of the cheddar. Love to rob sister and brother. Y'all dudes is delirious. Why so serious? Look, man. Took you 40 years to see the damn light. Book your ass for the show. You missed the damn flight. You turn a rock and you flop. You don't jam right. And by the sound of them joints, somebody can't write. Internet, bad man, them have enough talk. Now you get valet park. Straight lock off. You know the drill. Ash to ash, dust to dust. When you can't catch Quark or you catch him shut. You in the rut discussing much with so and such. You just chat too much and fudge your little mutt. This isn't about my ego. Though admittedly one of the best flows. Mad Lion, Super Nat, Stretch, KRS says so. So let's go. Get dough. Uptown to ghetto. Fall off? Heck no. The fuck you expect, yo? Thorough. I guess so. Blessed respect, yo. Simba is alive if you thought I was muerto. Tokyo, Soweto, San Diego, Sacramento, Y95, doing 95 to Palmetto, all the cities in between. Come on, I can't forget you. Boom bap with a flow so fat. It's like a step show. Wheel and come again and tell your friend about the next show. Protect your neck flow at every ganja expo. Make sure it's second nature. You're best to get low when you hear the sound of a general echo, echo, echo. And if you don't know, now you're... You mean you don't know? I get around.
Boom!
Oh, fuck that.
Oh my God, the man sharper than sharp, boy.
People, that me say, Matt, what kind of question that the man sharp at the lyrics them tight, you hear that?
Man take about 3 breaths and that's it, 3 breaths and that. So you see the diaphragm breathing, it pay off.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
Wicked.
Listen now. That same bicycle down the sip on the back of the Rough and Rugged album. Yep. Back on it again. It's around the corner. I could go get it. I'm not lying. I could go get it. I brand it. I'm out there fuck around with.
Who would I ramp with?
Go for this. You see
that people only on Dubs.
Who would I ramp with? Boy, man flow. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Look, thing, look, trouble.
Glad you know.
Look, trouble.
Oi.
Glad you know.
Oi. Rough and rugged, brother. Rough and rugged.
Wicked.
I tell you, it's the dojo. Coupon chrome, boy. Coupon chrome. Oh gosh, they talk about their blinging. This is the Kingston 12, rough and rugged. Oh gosh. Stop it, no man. I wear the damn, they hagly make the eye pass them or something. They drop over Google Bev tree for make a hit you off your feet. Yes. It's pretty though.
Yeah, man, it's good you still have that.
Oh, you mean?
Wicked.
Yeah, man.
So
The slang thing that.
I hate that. Episode 18 of Dubs PON DUBS is done. Most important, Shinehead. Thank you again very, very much for your time.
You're welcome and thank you for having me, yo.
Thanks for your time and your stories and everything.
Yeah, man, wicked. And we definitely need to make a part 2 about that. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Wicked.
Yes, sir.
So, people, thank you again for watching tonight's episode. Subscribe to our Facebook, YouTube channel, Instagram to get all the updates and on our next guests and dates. So see you again next year on Dubs PON DUBS, and Shinehead, as we say, big up yourself once again.
Bless up, Papa Shinehead.
Island, bless up.
Manas
Alright.
and respect. Bless up.
Bless up.